Little rabbit? Moon rabbit? But you're not a rabbit. Tata, fish? You're a cat. Yeah. Tata, fish? Fish? So this is the moon rabbit. I got this book from the Buy Nothing project community in Kuala Lumpur. So this Buy Nothing movement is where we don't spend money and we declutter our things and put it up into the community for other people to adopt without a single cent. So we give our pre-loved stuff away, and then you can also find things that you want in the community. So I requested to adopt this book and I got it. It's Moon Rabbit by Natalie Russell. So I'm naturally drawn to beautifully illustrated storybooks because my art. Moon Rabbit by Natalie Russell. Little Rabbit liked living in the city. She had her own place to stay, her favorite cafe, and so many things to see and do. But at night, when everything was quiet and Little Rabbit was all alone, she would look up at the moon and wonder if there was someone out there. Someone she could play with, laugh with, and have fun with. Someone just like her. It would be nice to meet another little rabbit, she thought. When the city became very busy, Little Rabbit would go to the park and read her book. One day, as Little Rabbit read, she heard the most beautiful music floating on the air. She lay back and listened. The park was so peaceful, and the sun was so warm that Little Rabbit's eyes began to close, and very soon she was fast asleep. When Little Rabbit woke up, the sun had gone, and the moon was shining brightly. It was past Little Rabbit's bedtime, but in the distance she could still hear music, and it was the kind of music that she liked. So, Little Rabbit picked up her book and followed the sound through the trees, and there she saw a rabbit. A brown rabbit who was playing a guitar, making music that made Little Rabbit want to dance. So she stayed for a while. As Brown Rabbit played, Little Rabbit danced. Then Little Rabbit told tales of the city and Brown Rabbit listened. Together, they watched the changing moon until the birds sang to the morning sun. And for a while, Little Rabbit forgot about her life back in the city. The two rabbits had picnics in the sunshine and games of hide and seek. They made each other laugh, and Little Rabbit was happy to have found a new friend. But then, one dark night, Little Rabbit saw the city lights glowing in the distance, and suddenly she felt sad. The city is so beautiful, she sighed. Brown Rabbit was quiet. How could anything be so beautiful as the moonlit park, he thought. Brown Rabbit didn't like to see his new friend feeling sad, so he played the guitar and danced around the little rabbit. He even stood on his head, anything to make her laugh or to see her smile. But there was nothing he could do to make her happy. It's time for me to go home, said Little Rabbit. So, early the next morning, Little Rabbit returned to the city. Back to her home, back to her favorite cafe, and back to all the things she liked to see and do. and she no longer gazed at the moon and wondered if there was someone out there, another little rabbit just like her. Because she knew there was, and he was coming to visit her the very next day.
Little rabbit,
This is such a cute
rabbit, but you're not a rabbit. Fish. You're a cat. Yeah. Fish? Fish? Cute little baby. Why is your nose so dirty?